Hello everyone. In this example tutorial, we'll learn the basic application of the while loop. So what we'll be doing here is we'll be calculating the simple interest which we have learned using our previous video how to calculate the simple interest, but here we'll be calculating it for 3 times. Okay, for 3 set of principal, rate and number of years. So let's take a look at the program that I have already written for it. So normally, what I have done is I have defined two variables as an integer, which is number of years and count. So count is here, we will be using as a loop counter. Okay. So as you know that to make a loop, you need a variable to, the number of times your loop will continue. And then, principal, rate and simple interest, the final interest is defined as a 3 variables of data type float. So and then count is initialized with 1. So you know that I can do this count initialization over here, but I have done it separately in this example. And then here is while loop, which is from count 1 to count is less than is equal to 3. So up to this value reached, this particular program will continue. Okay, and then basically what we are doing here is we are taking the values from the user, the principal amount, number of years and rate, and then we are calculating the simple interest. We know the formula, which is our principal into number of years into rate divided by 100, and then we are printing the value, the simple interest. And then here inside the loop body we are actually incrementing the value of count. So instead of count is equal to count plus 1, we could have write count plus plus is the same thing. Okay, so let's run it and let's see how this program is working. So for this we are expecting this to continue for 3 times. Okay, so for the first time let's enter the principal as 10,000. So number of years, let's say 5 years, and rate of interest 10. Okay, so simple interest for that value is 5,000, which is correct. Now again it is asking for me to enter for the second iteration. So let's put now 20,000, and then number of years is again 5, and let's say 10%. So our simple interest is 10,000, which is again correct. And now it is asking for the third iteration. So let's put it at 30,000, and then 5 years, and interest rate is same 10%. So it will be 15,000 simple interest, and your program ends. So this is what expected. We did it. So enter the values of principal, number of years and interest rate, and then we entered the value, and it showed, it has given me the simple interest value. It was displayed into your computer screen, but the whole thing repeated for the 3 times. So as you can see over here, so to explain the basics of this while loop, I'll just explain here where the while is getting, this particular condition is getting false. So for the first time, it will be 1. So your count is 1 now. And then, this will be true for the first time, and all this statement will get executed, and this one will make the count as 2. So instead of 1, it will be 2. So it will go back to your while and test the condition. So this time also it will be true, and all this statement will get executed, and it will be 3 now. So instead of 2, it will be 3. So again it will go back over here and then test the condition. So 3 is less than equal to 3 is again true. So that is why it will continue again this statement, and now it will become 4. The count will become 4 now. So once it goes back to test the condition, now it will be false, and it will come out from here to basically at the end of the body. Okay, end of the while body, the loop body. So this is how your program finishes. All right. So in my previous example, let me show you something. What happens, if you do not put it. So let me comment it out. Okay. So what happens, if you don't make this condition false at any point of time, so this becomes an infinite loop. So which you can see here, let me build it, and then if you run it, so even though if I put 1 times, so see your hello world is printing, it is getting printed. So what is happening over here is your loop is continuing and it is never getting the condition as a false. Every time it is true. So this is the problem, right? So we need to, as a programmer, we need to avoid this kind of situation. So this is called the infinite loop. Thank you for watching this video.